Hi, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, September 30th, and for math today, I'm going to ask that you participate with your fingers and the worksheet that I have hopefully attached correctly to this activity on Seesaw, and that worksheet is the odd and even chart. You will need that eventually. And if you can't have that, you could also record. You'll see it in a minute later in the lesson. You can record in your notebook the same thing. So if you're having trouble getting that worksheet, that's fine. I would also like you to take a picture of the things you're writing down from this lesson so I can see that you were following along and that you understand. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I put on my microphone so you can hear if I back away and when I'm writing on the board. So today's lesson is about doubles plus or minus 1. Yesterday you watched a video and we talked about how doubling is making that same number again. It's twice as much, and having it would be like taking that same amount away. So quickly, if you hold up 3 fingers on one hand, now double that quantity by using the fingers on your other hand. Perfect. Now, show me 4. Double that number. Now you should have 8. Okay, so you have 8. Can you half that number? Now you're at 4. You just took one hand away. Now, in today's session, we're going to investigate how even and odd numbers relate to double facts. And we'll also learn how to solve certain addition facts using what we know about doubles. Okay. So we know that an even number can be divided or split into 2 equal groups, and an odd number cannot. For example, take this number. Is this number an even or odd number? Now, if you were in class, we'd be having this discussion. Some of you might think, yes, it's an even number because 8 is 4 and 4. I hope that's not backwards. You might think 8 is even because every number has a partner. So if I drew a picture of this, like we would have in our number corner, they each have a partner. They have equal groups. Now, what about this number, 5? Is this an even or an odd number? You could try to draw a picture, try to split it into partners. And you might say it's odd because you can't make 2 equal groups, and you are correct. If I were to draw that one out, one partner is left out. That is odd. So 5 would be an odd number. Okay. Now I'm going to pause for a second and write something on the board. Okay, just a second. Here's my sentence. All doubles are even numbers. Say that. All doubles are even numbers. Put your thumb up if you agree with this statement, and put it down if you disagree, and sideways if you're not sure. Okay, I'm going to move on, but we're going to come back to that statement in just a minute. Now, turn on my smart board here. And in just a second, you'll see my even and odd chart pop up on the screen. And we're going to be working with our number rack, bead rack. I'll use the big one so you can see it a little easier. I'll stand over here. And on this chart, we're going to go through numbers 1 through 20. I'm only going to do 1 through 8 in class because that's what I have displayed and that's what's easiest. And we're going to answer the question. Can we split it, the number on the side, into 2 equal groups? And we're going to check yes or no. And then we're going to decide, is it an even number or an odd number? So I will use my number rack to help us out. Starting with the number 1. 1. Can we split that into 2 equal groups? No. So, no. If we can't split it into 2 equal groups, we know that it is odd. All right, I'm going to go on to 2. There's our number 2. Can we split it into 2 equal groups? Yes. 1 and 1. 2 equal groups. And we know it is even. Let's go on to 3. Can we split it into 2 equal groups? Nope. So 3 would be an odd number. Let's go on to 4. Can you split 4 into 2 equal groups? 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. Yes, that is equal. So that is even. How about 5? 2 equal groups? Nope. Even or odd? Odd. Do you see the pattern? It's going back and forth, back and forth. Odd, even, odd, even, odd. What do we think 6 is going to be? 2 equal groups? Yes. Odd or even? Even. Now we have 7. 2 equal groups? Nope. So it is a odd number. And lastly, the number 8. Can we split 8 into 2 equal groups? 4 and 4. Yes, we can. Is it odd or even? Even. Now, whoops. Hopefully you've seen the pattern there. What I want us to go back to quick before I move on, we're going to look at the results of our odd even and see what we notice. But I also want to do a little pencil trick. Starting back with the number 4. Use my marker. So if I use my marker to show the number 4 and hold it up, I see that there are 2 equal groups. But if I were to go on to 5, I'm going to put my pencil there to show that the even number. 4 is the even number. So 5 is an odd number made up of 2 groups of 2 and 2 and 1 more. So the double fact will help us. So let's go to 6. 6 is an even number, 2 equal groups. to make 7, oops, 7, you see, is an odd number made up of 2 groups of 3 and 1 more. What kinds of things do you notice about our even and odd chart? Maybe you're thinking something like, all the evens are counting by 2s, like 2, 4, 6, 8. Those are all the even numbers. Maybe you're thinking all the evens are doubles, because 2 is 1 plus 1. 4 is 2 plus 2. 6 is 3 plus 3. 8 is 4 plus 4. Now, I want you to think about that statement I had on the board earlier. All doubles are even numbers. Do you agree with that now? You should all be giving me a thumbs up. Now, I'm going to get rid of that chart. I would like you to finish the numbers. We did 1 through 8 together. If you could do some more, maybe 9 through 16 or 9 through 13, whatever is good for you. If you could do 3 more numbers, or if you want to go all the way to 20 and show me if it's can split into 2 equal groups and if it's odd or even, that would be great. Now, I want to work on some number combinations that might be a little more challenging, such as 5 plus 6. Okay, here's our equation. And I will model it on our number rack. So we have 5 plus 6. What is the answer? It is 11 because I count 10 plus 1 more, which is 11. Or maybe you're thinking, I counted the beads. 5 plus 5 is 10. I know that double fact. And 1 more is 11. Or maybe you thought differently. Maybe you thought, well, I know 6 and 6 is 12, and 1 less is 11. You could think that way as well. And let's try another more challenging problem that you can't do on your fingers necessarily, or not that fast. We're going to use our doubles, plus 1 or minus 1, to help us figure this out. So 7 plus 8. 7 plus 8. What strategy or double fact could you use to help with this? If you know 8 and 8 is 16, 1 less would be 15. If you knew 7 plus 7 is 14, 1 more is 15. Okay, use those double facts to help you. I'm going to rewrite our answers on the board. What did we discover 5 plus 6 was? 11. And 7 plus 8 we discovered was 15. What about 6 plus 7? You try to work it out at home. Use the number rack up here if that helps you. 6 plus 7. Well, I know 6 and 6 is 12. One more is 13. What do we notice about these numbers here? 11, 15, and 13. These are all odd numbers. And each of these equations was a double fact plus one more. A double plus one more. A double fact plus one more. That is all for my lesson today. Thank you for bearing with me, as I have never taught this lesson with our new math curriculum before, so the lingo is a little bit different. You guys did great. I hope you were able to follow along at home. And at this point in our math lesson, we would be inviting you to go out to your workplaces where we have our Unifix cubes and our tiles and our pattern blocks and our geoboards. I'm going to see if I can find some digital versions of those and just let you play around with them if you have time today. And you don't have to take any pictures of your work, just something fun to do. Or if you have some math-like manipulatives at home, you can see what you can create. Work on your double facts for fun, or just build. Work on your patterns. I hope you're all doing well. And I will see you at 1 o'clock, hopefully, for our Zoom. If not, send me a little video or hello message in Seesaw, or have your parents send me a picture of you on my email so I can see your face and see that you're doing well. Take care, everybody. Bye.